I'm missing. Hold on. Where's my camera? There it is. We're gonna get this fixed out here in a second. 1 second. There we are. Sorry about that. My camera. I did turn my camera on before I turned on OBS, and well, hell breaks loose when that happens. How is everyone today? I'm gonna just quit my little stream timer here. Get rid of that. Okay, cool. So guess what I did, and I didn't realize it. I completely deleted my Gutenberg repository locally. So I'm in the midst of re-downloading it. So that's what I've done. I've re-downloaded it. Now I'm going to go npm install, and we're going to wait 45 minutes. I'm going to go npm use, because there is an nvmrc inside this project. So it's going to switch to the right node version that we want. And I'm using nvm, node version manager, which is amazing and allows you to switch everything nice and simple. So, and then I'm just gonna do npm install, and then I'll have to switch to my branch. You know what? I'm gonna switch to my branch first. Okay, get here. Git check out feature icon. I'm gonna get the name of the branch. Feature add icon block. That's what the branch is called. Where am I? To feature add. Hey Marco from YouTube, how you doing? There we go. We're gonna get out that one. I'm gonna hit npm install, and we're gonna let that run. Marco is saying hi from YouTube. Marco, we're all over in Twitch, but you're welcome to hang out in YouTube. You just you won't see the chat. Chat's usually a little bit livelier over here in Twitch. Yeah, James, on Twitter, it is on Twitch. Ryan, what's your code? So I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna get my my thing in here and Twitch. Grab this. I'll drop it into the chat. Hopefully you can get to it. Hola, ¿cómo estás, mi amigo? You don't do Twitch. You should do Twitch. No, it's cool. No, totally. Hang out in YouTube.
Oh, great.
That's amazing.
It's KevXB.
I'm just as happy to have you there. Oh, Kev. There he is. But see, the thing is, Marco, if you were in Twitch, I could add you to my VIP list. And when you said something, it would pop up and say, oh, great, it's Marco Alameda. So I'm just saying, that's what you should be doing. Yeah, so if, yeah. So anyways, what I did, I did something stupid the other day. I was cleaning up my hard drive and getting some, trying to get some space back. And I did so by deleting a bunch of repositories, one of which included the Gutenberg repository. So I am putting that back. This mic really rattles when I move it around, so try not to do that too much. But in the meantime, only the other day. What other day? What are you talking about, Kevin? I don't know what Kevin's talking about. Kevin! Yeah, there he is. But in the meantime, I did something. Oh, you're funny, Kevin. Look at this spotlight message. I did something stupid the other day, and then he said only the other day because Kevin is a comedic genius. Okay. Cool. I don't know if Aki is around. It'd be cool if he came in because I've been going. There's been a lot of going back and forth on this the work that we've been doing, and this is a really cool idea implementation for how we can manage like icon registry. But that's beyond the scope right now. We're gonna have to come back to that another day, I think, and figure that out. But we can actually. So Aki came back with one of the things, the common comment the first 3 or 4 people that were looking at this PR was that it's got too much going on. There's too many features for this to be an MVP, and I don't disagree with that. It's a bummer that we're going to pull some stuff out, but we got to pull some stuff out, I think, to get it nice and solid so we can then start to add that stuff back in. So this is the stuff that Aki has been recommending that we do. So these 3, so this is going to require us to turn this in as a static block. However, my knowledge is currently no way to build it as a static block without destroying the block. So we kind of fixed that. We kind of fixed that last week, because the problem was that you would insert an icon, and then that icon was connected to the icon library, which is like the WordPress icons package. And so if anything changed, if anything in the icon source changed, you would get a static or a block validation error. I'm just gonna say this. I was able to get this working. So as a static block by disconnecting the icon from the save. Have a test of this when you I'll work on the other items and we can take another look at this after. Okay, cool. Awesome. So right, so that was the main problem. So now I think we can start pulling some of the stuff up. So the stuff that he's saying is the attributes. So there's a ton of attributes. I think we could, so his recommendation is that we're going to pull some of the attributes out. It does a lot of things. And once this is, oh my God, is this, oh, what is this? What is this? Oh no. Let me check out trunk. Getting an error here. Oh, this is gonna be a long stream. Tell already. Install. Oh boy. So what is it? I can't find it. What's it trying? Util deprecated. Weird. Okay. Well, something broke. Maybe it'll just fix itself. You stream there, student multiple spaces at once or something like. James from YouTube. Yes, I use OBS Studio and I am using Restream to multi-stream to Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, not TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever we're calling it, and LinkedIn actually. So. As I said, you're welcome. You guys are more than welcome to hang out in YouTube. I see your chat messages coming in. It's just I'm not sharing them on screen, so most people are not seeing the rest of the chat. So you're welcome to come to Twitch. Why? Why is this failing? Should be up to date. Git fetch. Can I run dev? I probably can't even run dev on this. Run dev. What's going on here? Yeah, command not found. Because it's a live stream. That is an excellent point. Because I was dumb enough to delete this, so I don't understand why I'm getting this error. What is this error? Studio Gutenberg? No? Verify package JSON has a matter of valid main entry. All right. Let's look. What do we got going on here? Package JSON broken? Doesn't even have main in here. It was prettier yelling at me for. You know what I'm going to try? I'm going to try this. I'm going to get rid of my node modules, wherever that is. Node modules, I'm going to delete the node modules. I'm going to run, I'm going to try to do it this way. Clear, and this, yes. Okay, so then I'm going to npm CI. It should be a clean install based on the package lock file. Hello, Paul, Bjorn, welcome. And while that's firing up, let's look at Bad Dude Court has got a big long message here. Looking at the interactivity API directives and the WP watch, it fires on render, but is there a way to have it only fire on context state change? The challenge is that I have this firing multiple times on page render. Well, what are you making it? What are you making it watch? Because that should be smart enough to figure out. I should be smart enough to figure out what it needs to do. Context of the inner block gets set. Okay, so hold on. Let's see. I have this galleries. Okay, that doesn't exist. I've deleted a bunch of stuff, and now it's all gone missing. The world is ending. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, let's look at the block developer cookbook. I think I probably. Oh no. I deleted a whole bunch of stuff yesterday, and I should not have done that. Okay, so let's go to my GitHub, maybe. Maybe we can go to GitHub and see what we got going in there. Block developer cookbook. Okay, so I actually have an interactivity API gallery right here that I built. So we can look at that source for that. So the Vue.js, it's probably I think I have an on watch. Do I have an on watch? I must have. There must be. Let's look and render. So we got it's a knit. Maybe I don't have it on watch there. Document key down. Okay, so maybe I have one in this NPC app that I built. So there's a lot of stuff. Okay, so on watch data callbacks, save to dos. All right, so here callbacks, save to dos. Okay, so I think with scope and losing context in set timeout. Oh yeah, I think we ran into problems with set timeout in the interactivity API. I think it doesn't. I don't think it runs sort of in the same thread. I think it runs sort of outside of it, and there was some problems with that. Did we do something like that in here? I can't remember. I remember fighting with this one time, and of course Kevin had the answer. But I'm trying to see here. So what are you trying? So what do you was in index development? Okay, so are you trying to index? You're trying to what are you trying to track? With scope and using context and set time out. Okay, does the context of the inner block get set? So it's probably not. This is probably not a complicated enough example. I'd have to look at the code and probably play around with it. Okay. So I think that fixed it. All right, so let's check out my other branch, and I'm gonna go npm install and see if anything there gets updated. So look, it looks like the clean install. Yeah, no. Throw me something in okay, cool. NVM run in the my Discord. Okay, so that's gonna hopefully start running dev. Take forever. Okay, and then in my dashboard here, so I'm not using Docker for this one. I absolutely could. I'm just gonna quit Docker actually, because I don't need it. Have I seen what patch? What patch am I looking at here? What is this? Catch duplicate calls with everything JSON sanitize. Paul. Yeah, so okay, is this on, this is in track for 6.9? Yeah, okay, so it's milestone for 6.9, so we can definitely take a look at it. Is this a feature or is this a bug fix? What do we got here? So okay, oh, it's an enhancement. Okay, well, I mean, we are doing bug scrubs every Monday, twice. We just need to probably get it merged. We just need someone to get it merged. So are you coming to the next bug scrub? It's Monday. It'll be at 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, so I mean, we can just, well, we can add that, or you know, the dev chat. You can show up at the dev chat too. But I don't see why we can't get this merged, as long as, like, it looks like Adam, like Weston, so the unit tests, we're all good here. So it has everything it needs. Yeah, I'm sure we can probably get it committed. Yeah, come to the dev chat, or come to the bug scrub, and we'll talk about it, because it is an enhancement, so we'll need to get it added in before we hit beta 1. That's in a few weeks. Thanks for sharing that, Paul. Okay, so all right, plugins, install plugins. I'm gonna go activate. I'm gonna just go ahead and delete that. Yeah, I want to delete that. I want to delete hello as well. I'm gonna activate Gutenberg. What is it? Okay. Did I not run that? Oh my god, it's still running. It takes forever. Okay. Is it actually building right now? Oh god, this is the thing that's hilarious about Gutenberg development, because this build process takes forever. All right, let's see. Let's make a change to one of the files maybe. And okay, so we'll get back in here. So back into my packages. Block library, source, and then its icon. That's the block we're working on. Boop. And let's start by, what's the stuff that we're gonna do here? So, I'm gonna share the ticket. So if you're all interested, have a look. I'm gonna start by pulling out some of these things. I think we're gonna do width, height, and link settings. So what Aki's talking about here is, okay, so this clearly is not, that's annoying. It's the first time I've done, oh, there we go. Oh my god, it's still building. Forever. Is it funny that my hands get cut off? Like, oh, it's not funny. Okay, refresh. It still wants me to build it. What is the problem here? It's the first time I've used Studio for Gutenberg development, so I don't know if this is going to be... There we go. Okay, it's in there now. I just needed a second. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll insert an icon block here. Icon block. Bam! Okay, cool. So I'm just going to pick one from the library. We'll do the @ symbol. That's a good block to pick. Okay, and this, we're going to call this as icon. Icon with a C. All right, save that. So there's all of these controls here, right? The width. We've got, what is it? Justification, link, rotate, flip. So I think align. Probably keep the align. It's so what's he saying here? Width, height, and link is sufficient for the initial implementation. I don't disagree. We can definitely come back. And I think pulling out some, yeah, anyways, I keep talking about it. Let's just do it. All right, so to do this, we're going to need to come into, wow, there is a lot of stuff. Percent width, where is that managed? Okay. Whoa. All right. Now what have we got in here? Icon color, background color. Flip horizontal, flip vertical. So what is flip? Okay, so we can let's start with the flipping. So we'll get rid of those, and then let's get into the components, and we will get into figuring out where in the hell all of those pieces are. So then in the edit, we should have. So I'm going to just find all instances of that. Toolbar flip. Okay, so these are the two controls we can get rid of there. Get rid of that. Find. Okay, so I don't think we're going to need these now. I don't get rid of those, and then scale value. What is scale value used? Oh, I see. Okay, so we don't need these. So these can go. So we can get rid of the transform. Right? Transform can go away. So we should have. What does this rotate? Oh, right. And we'll get rid of rotate as well. We're in here. Okay, so we'll get rid of rotate. Find. Are you joking? That's so many instances of rotate. Rotation. Tools panel item. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. So tools panel item can just go. We're not using rotate, we'll get rid of that. Set rotate. So this isn't being used. I think we can get rid of that function entirely. Oops. It's fun just willy-nilly deleting code, you know? Because who knows what's going to happen? It'll break. Good chance. Good chance I'll break it. So we're not using rotate right anymore, so we'll get rid of that. We don't need this anymore, so we'll get rid of that. Right, and there should be one instance of rotate, and it's not being used, so we're going to pull those out, the attributes out of there. That's cool. That should be fixed there. Okay, so that just needs to catch up with us. The building, let's build it. Let's build it and see how much we break. Also, James Webb says, I'm enjoying this. Half of my own YouTube channel is people watching me struggle. Nice to be on this side of it for a change. Yep. Welcome to my life. That is literally how I spend all of my time, is struggling with code and installs. Oh, what's this? So what is the error here? I don't think I need to worry about it too much. Probably just can't do that. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna, it's because I'm just gonna tap the cover here. Okay, so now we don't have any of those flipping flips. Okay, so we just have the ability to put a link. Replace it. This is justification. Do we want to keep that? Does it matter? I think we can keep those in. I don't know. What do you think? So, okay, so we got rid of those. So that's cool. So now, am I importing any controls that I don't need now? I don't know. Let's see. Percentage width is deprecated. Set as width value and remove the attribute. Okay, so we don't. So percentage width can absolutely be gone, right? So let's do this. We're going to delete that because we're not using percentage width anymore. Apparently, it was deprecated in Nick's version of the plugin, so we don't need this because we're going to be introducing a new plugin. Okay, so percentage width, bam, gone. Now block.json, does it have percentage width? It does. We're going to get rid of that. Boom. And good times. Okay. Okay. I'm going to save this. All right. So we have width. I'm going to keep these. Can just double values. All right. Troy Chiplin is in the house. All right.
Oh great, it's Troy Chaplin.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. See, Marco, if you were in the stream on Twitch, you could have one of those. Okay, so I don't know what any of this stuff is doing. There's a lot of icon name. Okay. Item justification. Items justification. What's that?
Oh great, it's Philip.
Huh? Philip's here. Okay. So I think I want to figure out what all this stuff is. So what's items justification? Like what is that? Justify toolbar, left, right, center, items justification, set item justification, value. Is this different? Is content only mode? How do we get into content only mode? Content only mode, use block editing mode, content only. Is this for when it's locked? I have to test this. Console, so I'm not sure what console, okay, this content only mode, okay, cool. So I'm gonna just come over here and open up my thing here. Thanks, thank you. It's fun. I'm excited. What is this? Spin roll roll? Check my show. Okay. I'm very excited about it. It's very cool. It is a lot of work. I've never done it before, so I'm pretty excited to be part of it. That's always false. So if I were to lock this block and lock removal, lock movement, how do I get into content only? Let's see. Let's take a look. Who wrote this? Nick Diego wrote this. What is content only editing? Is add to use as content. Okay, the minute. Okay, so template log is content only. Huh? I wonder if we need that or not. Okay, so I'll put this inside of a group block. Please put that inside of a group group block. That one. And plunk this. Nope. Plunk that. Come on now. Let's get rid of this one. Oh, I locked it. I'm like, why can't I move this stuff? It's because I locked it. I'm an idiot. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of that. So then in here, I should be able to edit this, I think is what Nicaroo was saying here. And then go into, what was it? Content only. So I think this is more for like block themes. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We'll see. So we'll put that in there, put that in there, put a little comma so it doesn't get all weird. Right? So it's weird. Okay, so this is locked. I can't do anything with this. Strange. Replace it. I can't move it. This paragraph won't let me. Oh, it does let me type. Did I do that wrong? What the deuce? Blocker setting styles only blocks the versions. Oh, okay. Okay. So this is right. So it's only showing. So when I select this stuff, it only shows the stuff inside the block, right? So it allows you to select that. I can edit the content, but I can't do anything with it. Okay, cool. So what does that do? So now that I have this in content, I'm just gonna rename this. Name content only mode. I don't know why that one save that in one password. Content only. Try that again. Mode is really weird that it does that. Okay. And then I'll just I'll just add a new icon block in here, and we'll give it the audio block. There we go. So okay, that's fine. Say this. Okay, so we see different things. So we see all this. So what was the content only mode thing that I was messing with here? So let's look. Inspect. Not so clear. We got that true, that false. Okay, great. So then we have what we need. Okay. And all right, let's see now. So we have this in here. Get rid of that now. So now we know we're in content only mode. So what is content only mode doing? Icon. It says justify. So if it's not content only mode, it's adding this justify toolbar. So but we also have in the supports, do we not have a line? So I don't know. So why is there a difference? Oh. So we have these alignment things, right? Change align. Oh, right. So that's the, sorry. And this is the justification, right? So it's going full width for whatever reason. Okay, so this is the thing. So maybe so this is probably what we don't need, right? Right. All right. Target link by week. What's a title? Label. Has no icon fill. Custom gradient. A lot of properties in here. Okay. Okay. So I think maybe we should just pull a justification out, because we have a line, right? And if we put this, so if we were to do something like row block, right, and then put a bunch of icons in here, put another icon in there, this, we align that one. And this is, oh, that's aligned right. Okay, so we say that. I don't know. I don't know if we need that justify thing. I think I'm gonna probably err on the side of like removing it, like pulling controls out, and then we'll put them back in. So I think we'll get rid of this justify toolbar. So we're gonna get rid of that. So let me just do a search of this, make sure I have everything I need. Right. I also have to do this in the save, don't I? Okay, let me. Oh boy. All right. Okay, that's fine. So this class name. We're not going to need that. Doesn't look like it's putting any sort of class name on there. Let's find the next item. Okay. This class is. I don't need that. And then we can get rid of this. This is not being used anymore. And then we'll jump over to save, and we'll find the same thing. So we don't need this. So it doesn't look like we need any of that. We can just do that, which is nice. And then we'll get rid of this. And that should be that. The other thing now we got to get rid of is this flip horizontal. We don't need this. We don't need this. Right. And so neither one needs to be used. And the rotate is also not something we need. Get rid of that. Next, so we don't need to transform. And get rid of this. Is this doing anything with that? Oh no, okay, all right. So what else did we get rid of in there? We got rid of, let's check, actually block JSON will tell us what we got. So we have rotate, flip, horizontal, and percent width. Percent width I don't think has a representation inside the save because it's deprecated. So okay, so let's commit this stuff. Removing. Oh no! Before we do that, let's sure it built. Oh, where's that? Shoot. Save. There's a problem. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. All of these things are actually there we go. All these block validation errors are completely expected because I was messing with the save. We'll just refresh it all. Is that good? Okay, so let's refresh this. And on temp recovery, not gonna work. Temp recovery, temp recovery, temp recovery, temp recovery. Because it's locked. Whatever. Pull this out for now. Oops. Just do it this way. Whatever. Temp recover. Save post. I didn't know that about content only mode is that when you when it's set to content only, you can't try to fix your block validation errors. Good times. Good times. Okay. So now, okay. So let's removing. What did I remove? what did I move? Rotate, flip, vert, and percent width. Attributes. Oh my god, I'm gonna type this right. Attributes and related variables. Alright, so now what this is doing in the background is that it's running all these Husky things. If you've not used a Husky, it's pretty sweet. It's like a pre-commit hook. So when I go to commit this thing, it's gonna run. Oh, so we have an error. So let's look at the command output here. See what's yelling at me. There we go. So I have some things here. So okay, so the error is in edit, and it is that there's justified toolbar is defined but never used, and use effect is defined but never used. So let's find that. So what are we talking about? Where is this? Source icon edit. Source icon edit. Oh, because it's up here. So justified toolbar needs to go away, and use effect also needs to go away. Now hold on, is user select not being used somewhere? No, it looks like it is. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna just add that to my current commit. Oh, really? That sucks. Do you know what I've found, Paul, is put it on your, if you're using GitHub, you can do it as you can run it as a GitHub action, and then you can. I mean, it's a bit of a pain because you have to wait until you push it up, but that's one way of fixing that. It's too bad it doesn't run on Windows. It's a really slick. Right hook? I've never heard of that one. Do you have a link there, bad dude? Oh my god, now what? What's he yelling at me for? Oh. Okay, so this is running a different error. I have to run the docs.
Oh, you made a wise choice, my friend.
Choice, my friend. Who's that? Thanks for the follow, Mandeep and Yadav. I'm gonna stop the build. I'm gonna run this, not that command. I'm gonna run this command. So every once in a while, when you're messing around with Gutenberg, you will have to rebuild the docs, because one of the checks is to make sure that you know whether or not there's changes in docs related things, and so on and so forth. So that's cool. Paul, check that out. I've never heard of left hook. Oh yeah, cool. So let's pre-commit. Nice. Is it does it work for, does this work for Windows? Oops, do I click it twice? Let's see. Let's go npm. Oh, okay, cool. So check that one out and see if it works. There, Polypol. I don't know why I said that. That's weird. Weird. I don't know why there's doc changes. Okay. Oh, core blocks. Let's see. So what was the actual change in there? Oh, okay, cool. So it's generating. Excuse me. It's generating the core blocks docs based on the attribute changes. So we're gonna just add that to that. Oh lord, it's really loud. Oh, it's still running. Oh, you know what? Maybe I won't. Maybe just take that out of there for now. So it's gonna run all the docs. It's gonna take a little while to run that, and then what it'll. I think what it does is it builds out all the blocks, and then eventually when it stops. Oh, there we go. What? There we go. Okay, so I'm sure you saw that it generates all the blocks, and all the documentation, and then obviously it being VS Code or Git can figure out that this is the only thing that's changed. So now we have our doc reference. So I'll commit this again, and with a little luck, the Husky check. Oh, thanks, Justin. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. And then I'm just gonna sync those changes, and then we can see up here. We'll start seeing these changes. There we go. So that's going to run all of our checks and all of that fun stuff. All right. So now let's start looking at some of the other ones. So, oh shoot. Did I pull item justification out and not? I think I missed that one. Bummer. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Okay. So I think I needed to pull that out. So we're going to add that as well. Did I mention it in my last thing? No, I didn't. Okay, so I'm just going to remove justification. Shoot, okay. Remove, what was the name of the thing? Items, justification, attribute, unrelated roles. So I don't think I'm going to have to update the, oh no, I have to update the docs again, which is a bummer. So why don't, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do another one of these, and I'm just gonna get my path and open this in a new tab. I wish I knew a command to do that quickly. But I'm gonna go docs build on that. The reason I had to do the docs build, I think it's because I'm making a whiteboard type block you can draw on. I think it's a great idea. Kevin. I saw a pretty cool block using, like, so Automatic's got this telex thing, which is really cool. It's like an AI tool to build up blocks. Someone did a scratch off block, which is pretty neat. So. Well, Kevin, I have faith in you. I know that you can do it. All right, so that's building. This docs is running. It's gonna be slow. Just a lot of time to drink my coffee here. Yes, Kevin. I'm a big supporter of Kevin's plugins. He writes really good ones. CodeBlock Pro, I use it everywhere. It's so nice. I use it on my Block Developer Cookbook site. I use it on my personal site. It's very, very nice. Hey, Kev, did you ever add that feature that we were talking about? Where, you know how... Okay, so let me... let's look. Block Developer Cookbook. So in here... Oh, that conference is really dope. For example... I have like stuff blurred out, and we had talked about when you click this that it copies the stuff if that's legible. That would be a cool little add-on. Maybe it's a bit niche, because what I tend to do is I tend to only copy and paste out this stuff. So it'd be really nice if I could just go boop and copy that out. Kevin, get it done. What are we working on here now? Working on this block. What block? Test, introduce namespacing for the test class. This isn't a block. What's Paul? What's Paul dropping links to? Stabilize timed root block. Oh, nice. Are we? Is this one gonna be? Are we milestoning this for 6.9? Oh no, no worries, Paul. Oh, I see. People are talking. Okay. Yeah, this is. I feel like this might be a bit of a hot take, but if people are hung up on the average time to read, that feels like it's bike shedding a little bit. I don't know. I feel like there's like, I feel like there's predefined like averages for like reading speed, right? And not everybody reads at the same speed. I get that, and so, but I think as a baseline, we need something, right? So average reading speed. I don't know. So I feel like part of the conversation is around accessibility, which is a good conversation to have, but part of it is also I feel like we're getting hung up on like the how to determine the average reading time. Right, so if there's 1,000 words and everyone reads it, what, 5 words a minute, whatever that is, right? Not 5 words a minute, but you know what I mean, like that whatever that math is. Maybe there's an argument for just having a field that calculates it based on a percentage or based on a predefined algorithm for determining reading speed, and then people can update that or whatever. Like, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to just stay out of that for now. All right, let's see. Are we built? We are built. All right, so let's go in here. Okay, so we've got core blocks. So it's removed the thing again. So I'm just going to add that, and we're going to commit that, and hopefully it goes. I just wouldn't want to see a really a useful block be sidelined because people are fighting over like how to determine how fast someone reads. I mean, I think, you know, there's ways around it. Okay, so we're gonna sync that. Exactly. Read this. Don't lie and tell us exactly how long it took you. Okay, so icon background color, icon custom background color. I don't know what these are doing because he's adding controls for all of these. Maybe because it has to be applied in a certain place. So I think we need okay. One letter at a time. A. S. I like it. I'm certainly not making fun of anyone that can't read. My son struggles with reading, so I'm very. It's an issue that I am personally aware of, right? But I just think that we need that like the decisions not options approach, right? Like in WordPress is a good one because we can't accommodate for everything. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. We can't account for every iteration. What we can do is set a sane default and then provide the tools to be able to augment that or change that. That's I think is a good path forward. Like what we're doing with this block here, if I ever get back to it, because I'm rambling. Like there's a lot of great tools in here, like being able to rotate and flip and all that stuff. That's awesome, but maybe for now, that's not what we need. We need to have a solid block that does a few things really, really well, and then we go from there, right? And then we can add on to that. So, yeah, I mean, for sure. Like my son is like barely, anyways, he has struggles, and so I get it. Like it's a sensitive topic for a lot of people, and I'm not being insensitive. At least I'm not intending to be insensitive by saying that, like, let's not get hung up on that. Let's put it in there and give people a way to change it, if possible, right? And I don't know. I don't think a site-wide setting is probably the way to go. It's probably a block setting where there's a default, and then you can override that default. I think that makes a lot of sense. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to get into that. And yeah, okay. So, although I did just get into it. Okay, so it's a tough one for sure. Okay, so here's the thing. So this icon color is not working. First of all, it's not working. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing with that. The background color does seem to work, but the icon color doesn't. Well, yeah, and I think, hey Carolina, I think it needs to be accessible by default. And like we you know. WordPress needs to be as accessible as we can make it.
Oh great, it's Carolina Pona.
I think that is a goal that we should achieve, but I also think that we shouldn't get in the way of forward motion, fighting about how we get there, if that makes sense, you know? And again, this is like just my hot take, and I'm not right. Opt-out accessibility. That's an interesting concept. That's interesting. If you want to make your site not accessible, you can do that. That's interesting. Okay, so this doesn't seem to work. Doesn't seem to work. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to add Nick's icon block. Icon block, like the one that's out there, right? And the one that's out there in the world. There it is, Nick Diego. 300,000 million installs. We're going to activate this, and I'm going to see if I. Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's a horrible it's a horrible idea to opt out of accessibility for sure. I just don't think it's a good idea in any way, shape, or form. But yeah. Anyways, icon. Which one's Nick's block? Guess we'll see in a second. Icon library. Oh yeah, it's this one. Okay, so we'll use Twitter because that's the one that we know. So if I change the icon color, weird, because that says icon color and the one I did says text color. So that is actually working. So I must have broke something because this says, no, it doesn't. That doesn't work. All right, well, apparently I broke something in there anyways, so. Oh, is it broken on the front end? Let me just save this. We'll take a look. And that's broken on the front end. Okay. Well, I think we're going to get rid of the color anyway, aren't we? I think we're going to get rid of the color anyway. All right. Let's get rid of the icon color. Icon. Well, what's stopping you? Color settings. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of color. What is this color settings? Where is this being used? Oh, it's an array. Wait, what? Where is this? Has color gradients. Okay, so hold on here. So what value is this? Color label, color value, color gradient value. Okay, so I'm just gonna get rid of this whole color. What in the hell? Well, we're aiming for this to be in 6.2, but we're not, or sorry, 6.2. 6. We're going to go back in time and release it in 6.2. But I don't know how, like, I don't know what the iteration, like, what it will look like in that stuff. So 6.9 is where this is being targeted. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, what am I doing here? So I think we're going to get rid of this has inspector. What is this? Okay, I'm going to get rid of this color settings.map. I should get rid of the color value and the color gradient value, right? And then what is this? Okay, and then we'll get rid of. I can get rid of this whole thing. I can get rid of that whole thing. Okay, and then we have. Icon color. What is this icon color value? It's very confusing. Okay. Let's make sure we have no instances of icon color in here. We've got 20 instances in the edit. So, oh, color settings. It's just a big array we don't need now. It's using the right now. It's using the icons from the WordPress icons package. Okay, so then icon colors is where. Okay, so and let's see where else we got that. Yeah, well, sort of. They're not really dash icons. They are storybook. It's the GitHub storybook. Storybook Gutenberg. Which I should have bookmarked somewhere. Is it? This is it. So it's these icons in here, the library. It's a subset of these right now. Some of them, yeah, are in there, I think, but these are the ones that it's actually pulling from at the moment. But they're not updated anymore. But there is a subset of these that is being included currently with what I'm working on right now. So we'll kind of go from there. But okay, so what is this? Icon color. I don't need icon color. Get rid of that. Get rid of this has icon color craziness. Theme, and okay, we'll just leave the theme icon color for now. What is that? That's not defined. Okay, well, it's gonna go away. Okay, so where else are we going? So icon color. Okay, so icon styles. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of. Oh, okay, with colors. Okay, so why am I using with colors? Okay, so I'll get rid of icon color because we're not using that anymore. Oops, get rid of that. Client ID? This is, I feel like that's not right. That needs to go away. Icon. So there's this icon color and icon color value, which I don't really understand what the difference is, but we should probably just get rid of those two. So that's not being used here, so we'll get, okay. All right, icon color value, icon color value. It's a icon color and icon color value are gonna go away. And we'll get this has icon color. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so icon color. Do we have some icon color going on here? Icon color attributes. I don't think I need this with colors anymore. We're taking the colors out, right? So we don't need that. Okay. So I'm just going to export default edit now instead of using the with colors higher order component, which means we can get rid of the higher order component in here, contrast ticker, and with colors. What says gradient? Okay, where's that? Oh, set icon color. Where the hell is that coming from? And how is that from props? Oh, I get it, because that's coming from the with colors. Never mind. Never mind. We'll get there. J2 Trumpet, you can indeed ask a non-icon question. Okay, so icon color value's not in there. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of. I got custom icon color. Wait, didn't I? Icon color. Icon color. Icon color in the background. And this, what is this? Icon background color. So we're gonna get rid of these ones next. There's 3 in there. Background color. So we don't. Okay. I'm gonna. If I get rid of that and I get rid of this, I think it's gonna yell at me a lot easier. Like I'll find where that's actually been break stuff. So this I don't need theme background color anymore, and we're gonna go. Is there a theme background gradient too? What in the? What in the? What? Okay. We'll just keep fighting through this. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this. For, oh, come on. I'm just gonna delete these for now because we're not actually fighting against the gradient stuff right this second. So we're gonna get rid of that because we'll have to do the gradients shortly. We'll get rid of this. Right. Okay, so that doesn't exist in there. Icon color, background, same thing in here. We'll get rid of those. We'll get rid of these two. Get rid of that. Why is this yelling at me? Okay. One left somewhere. Okay, background color. Okay, so okay, so icon name, we need that. Okay, okay. Let me just see. Do we have any errors? We don't have any errors. Let me just refresh this. This is Nick's block. I'm going to wrap that. I'm going to put that inside a group because I don't. I'm just going to inside the group. Okay. Sorry, so J2 Trumpet has a question. The question is this. I need to protect my client from themselves, limit them to editing only text and image and not styling for a pattern. Is the sync pattern override or template lock content only a better method? It's a good question. I think there's probably a bit of a depends in here. I don't know. I feel like maybe content only might be the way to go. But it depends on, I guess, if you want to be able to update all of the patterns across the board. I'm not really sure. Carolina, do you have any suggested trumpet here? What am I doing? This is what I'm doing. Okay, so before we can do that, I need to run the docs again because we just got rid of a bunch of other attributes. And this is already starting to get a little bit more manageable. Much smaller file. Oh wait, do I have any imports? Toggle controls not being used. I can get rid of that. What's this? Gradient. Get rid of this. Client ID. Okay, so I don't need client ID anymore. There's like an 86% chance that this block's just not gonna work after I've made all these changes. So who knows? Who really knows? Replace browse icon. Let's do category. Sure. So oh wait, that's not where I want to be. In here, I want to go. Oh, okay. So I need to save this, but I also need to refresh this. And the build is running. It is running. Oh, temp covering. This looks like it's a little better. Okay, so there's no dimensions, padding and border, so we can leave that. Label. The colors are gone, the border and dimensions. Okay, so we can leave that stuff, I think. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, it's gonna be your intended use case, right? The sync pattern override template lock content would be a better method. The content that the template lock, you can put that inside a file, right? And then you can version control that file. So they can insert that pattern with the template lock, right? And then you can come back and control that. I think the sync pattern you can start, but then if they override it, right? It's database based. You might end up not being able to keep more control over it, but I don't know. Oh my god, this is hilarious. There was a thing going around LinkedIn, and it was a content. What was it? It was a content senior or like whatever, like in charge of content for Playboy. It's sure they got a lot of people applying. Not me. Not me. Okay, so what did I remove? I removed, what did I remove? I removed icon color, icon value, and, okay, so removing icon color and icon color value. Remove icon color and icon color value, attributes, and related controls, boom. Okay, so we're gonna commit that. We're gonna run the pre-commit hook on it. Let's stop. Commit. You yelling at me? Uh-oh. Okay. Now what? Let's see. Okay, set gradient in has colors or gradients inside. Okay, so this is in edit. So okay, we're gonna get rid of that. What was the other one? Sorry. Oh, it was set gradient or has colors or gradients. Okay, and I'll just find this in here. It's not being used. Okay, so we're just gonna pull that right out. Wait, do we need that? Oh, it's not being used, so it's gonna go. So then this is the only thing. Is this being one, two? So I'm using two places. So we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna get rid of this because we don't need this now. Okay, so now let's add that and recommit. Oh, come on now. What did I break now? Oh, use multiple origin colors and gradients. Okay. Oh, right there. Okay, so that needs to go away. Okay, let's add that back in and then we'll commit it. I feel like the last couple streams have been a little bit more boring because it's just like waiting for build processes to happen. Excuse me as I cough into the microphone. All right, so in content only mode, like it doesn't really seem to matter what we got going on here. Right, we can still replace it. Okay, so then you can't do the alignment stuff, but you can still replace that. Okay, cool, that makes sense. Okay, so now let's see. All right. Well, that has been committed. So the next one I was going to do was gradient, custom gradient, right? Icon background color. I guess I can get rid of that one too, can I, right? So there's icon background color value, custom icon background color. God, there's so many of these things. Okay, let's check. Okay, icon background colors. There's nothing in there. Okay, so this one I can go. I can go with this one. We'll do a little search in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Okay, so we can get rid of those now. Custom background color. Nothing. Nothing. So that can go. Now, what about custom icon color? There's one in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Okay, so we'll get rid of this. Okay, so gradient and custom gradient we can start to look at. So let's find gradient entries. Experiment with the gradient as use gradient. Okay. Gradient class, gradient value. Gradient value. Where's gradient value come from? Oh, it's from use gradient. Okay, so okay, I think we can just get rid of these because we're not using any. Yeah, you know what? We don't need any of this stuff. Let me just see. Is it okay? Gradient value. Is there a gradient? Okay, I just think we can just get rid of everything that's gradient based. It's based on gradients. We don't need any of this now because we're not using any gradients for this thing. Gradient class, we can get rid of all that. Okay, so that's cool. On gradient, we've got custom gradient and gradient. We'll get rid of both those props from attributes, I mean. And this can go. Oh, that's weird. Why did that start? Why did that do that? Weird. All right. So as soon as I did that, it's yelling at me about this. That's very strange. Okay, so we'll see. And then we don't need this. Great. Okay. All right. So that's interesting that it's doing that. Hooks may not be referenced as normal values. They must be called. See, but it is being called. Interesting. Oh, this is really, well, okay. Interesting, okay. Strange. All right, so what was the other thing? So gradient and custom gradient, right? So let's find custom gradient. I don't think there's nothing in there. There's nothing in there. So I think we can get rid of both gradient and custom gradient. Now, has no fill icon. Has no fill icon color. So icon container, sorry. So this might be weird. I might need to fix this. Because it doesn't make any sense to, it may not make any sense to do that. But we'll do a pass to clean that up in a moment. So I don't think we need this. Right. Right. And then no icon fill will go in here. Okay. And so there's one in there. Let's put in there. Put in there. Okay. Now let's get rid of this. Okay, so let's do a quick check to make sure there's nothing that's now unenabled or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So I don't know why that's yelling at me. That seems. What's this? Block styles. Okay, I think I have to rebuild the docs again because there's a bunch of stuff in there that's missing. Because I got rid of all of this stuff. Remove icon. Color. Remove remaining. Color-based attributes and related controls. Get over that. That's good. Okay, we're going to commit all those. Is that done already? Oh no, it's going to take a minute. Well, that's building. Is anyone going to WordPress Canada? WordCamp Canada this year? Tickets are still on sale. I think we're about halfway sold. I don't know. Troy, how many tickets are left? Are there enough? Will there be enough for Marco to hop on a plane to come to Ottawa? I hope so. J2 Trumpet, get on a plane, man. Let's do it. Come on, or woman. Sorry, it just says J2 Trumpet. I'm making some assumptions I should not make. Kevin, why not? You gotta go. Yeah, Kevin, come on. I'm a dude. It's all good. Sorry, I didn't mean anything by that. I just didn't want to assume anything, and in either direction. So. Based on my demographic, I assumed that you were a dude, but anyhow, yeah. It's not too cold, Kevin. Your face is too cold. All right. Okay, cool. So let's do a commit and see what happens here. J2 Trumpet, you're regular on the stream, right? Your handle sounds very, very familiar. I know you're not a first-time chatter because I didn't get the message you were first time chatter, but have we interacted in the, oh, what is this? All right, so this is the issue that we were running into. Icon in the save, right? In your Discord. Okay, cool. That's where I thought I saw you. Okay, I knew I saw you somewhere. Okay, so why is this yelling at me? Is Ryan even in the Discord? Shut up, Kevin. I was in the Discord yesterday. I was talking to people. I'm sorry. It's kind of an abandoned project of mine. Can I just do? I wonder if can I just do this? If I get rid of that, plunk this in here. Is that gonna work? This is annoying. Okay, so how can I fix this? How can I fix this? Let's check this out. Hooks never pass it around as a regular value. Hooks allow you. Oh. It's strange because it wasn't yelling at me before. Can I do like use block props? Can I do that? Can't do that. I can't do that. Why is this? This is so dumb. See if. Let's see if. That's weird because it's. It's still yelling at me. Oh, well, we can't call it. It's still not solving the problem. That didn't fix it. Oh, we're calling it more than once. So if I call this, if I do something like this, so I need to call, so you shouldn't be calling hooks there anyways. I should be doing like calling const block props, corpse, yeah. So call that, right? What is this? Okay, fine. Let's find the next one then. And then I'm gonna go down here, go down here. And so we don't need that. So I can just go, this can go away. So where is this being used? No. Down one. Right, so I can just get rid of this. Right? And then this should be block props. Right, then I can get rid of that. I think is the right way of doing this. And then I'll just spread block props. This is still yelling at me. Huh. let's see. Can I find this in accordion? So this is exactly what this is doing. So why isn't this yelling here? That's so weird. Use block props.save. Okay, so in here. Ah. No, not set save, you stupid bugger. I think I figured out why. This still gonna yell at me? Okay, so I can move this back to. Okay, I think I figured out what the issue was. Is because this was a creating a component and not a function. And under the hood, it should just be a function. I think this is the first time that I'm using block props. Is there? Yeah. So when we're registering a function for blocks, it's actually a function. It's called as a function. It's not even used as a React hook. So you will see, like in edit, what we're exporting here, it's a functional component, whereas in save, instead of it being capital S, it's lowercase s. So we have to make sure that this is still going to work, which it should. Index save from save. It doesn't matter because it's actually being called that way anyways. Okay, so that should fix. So maybe I should revert some of these changes that I've done. Maybe I don't need to do any of this. Wait, I'm gonna revert these changes. Yeah. No, with you. And then back in here, I'm just gonna do save. Oops. Save. And then I don't think I'll have any errors. No, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get those errors. Okay, so I'm gonna recommit this, boom, and I'm going to commit that. We'll see what happens. Oh, sorry. In fact, I've actually had your code open for a title now in case I need something. You should be probably. Well, thank you. I hope it's helpful. And if there's anything that you'd like to see in there that's not, let me know. I'm always looking for new. I'm always looking for new recipes to add. Okay, so that's pushing up there. Okay, so let's look at the other attributes. So the only other attributes we have icon name, we have label, title. I don't know what title is being used for. So maybe let's do a search for title. Get one in there. So what is link? Nope. Title attribute. Describe the role of this icon on the page. So title. Oh, okay. So it's the where is this? Grab this. Is this saving the title? It must be. Or wait, is it from here? Wait, hold on. Where am I seeing title attribute? Describe the role of the icon on this page. How do I, good, advanced. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so title attribute, no, describe roll the icon on this page. Link rel. Is that something that we're adding? What's this? Link rel. Link rel. I feel like this shouldn't display if there's no link. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. If I roll over that, I should get the title pop up, right? Test attribute. Okay. So our title. All right. So this is the audio. I'm just gonna call audio thing. So I'm gonna call it. Save. Refresh. So where is oh, ARIA label, ARIA hidden is true, but it shouldn't. Okay, so there's some accessibility things I have to further up the amp look at. Okay, so I guess the question is, do we need the title attribute? Describe the role of this icon on the page. Link rel. So why? So link rel is there? So put a link in here. www.rule.com. Right, save this. Up here now, I should be. Whoa, that's weird. Okay, interesting. Okay, so it's labeled twice. href is whatever. Okay, and then title. Where's the title gone? The title. Oh, title's up here. Okay. So I don't think this rel should appear unless it's got a link. I think that's probably the first thing here, right? Like if it doesn't have a link, why are we even showing it? You know what I'm saying? So link URL. So where was that? Oops, I lost it. That's the link. Oh, I can't find it. There it is. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Alright, so now if there's a link, then we get the link rel. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense to show this if there's no link, does it? Does that make any sense? You all tell me what you think. So I break that link. So I come into advanced, we have this link rel. If I break it, if I remove the link, now it goes away. If I put it back, link goes out. Okay, cool. So I think that's probably what we need to do there. So I don't know if we really need to. Okay, so let's. Oh, thanks a lot. Have a good one yourself, my friends. So we got link target, we got link rel, link URL. We need to keep those. We have the title, we have the label, the icon name, which is actually the name of the icon being stored, and then we have the icon content itself. So I'm going to say don't show the link rel if there is no link, not link defined. So we'll add that. Later, bad dude. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so that's just running its things in there. So we've moved color, label. How many in the chat or like? I think a bunch of people that have contributed to core. I have. I know Paul has. I know Kev has. I'm pretty sure Kev has. I know Carolina has. I don't think she's here anymore. Lots of people have. Just do a thumbs up in the chat if you've got props, if you contributed to core in any way, shape or form. So. Okay, well, it's 12 o'clock. I think that's a good place for me to kind of stop. So we've removed all of the sort of extra. We've removed all the extra attributes. Well, what we've called extra attributes, and and we can go from there. So it's still a static block, which is quite nice. I don't know if we need to do much else really at this. Well, we do. So we need to decide whether or not this needs to be a dynamic block or what, because it does actually see. This is weird. New tab rel. Anyways. I wonder if we don't. Personally, like stuff like this, I probably wouldn't, unless, are we calling it more than once? Oh, okay, I can see why we would do that then. I might put that into like its own. Everything URL like that. Okay, state thing. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, cool. Oh, what's sure sync the syncs. All right. I'm probably going to have to work on this a bit more outside of the stream as well, just because we do want to get it into 6.9, and there's a bunch of work that still needs to be done on it. But I'm gonna continue streaming this weekly, unless there's anything else that people really want to see. But I think we'll yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this. And if you're interested in oh my god, sorry, Nick. In getting more involved with core stuff, we do have our bug scrubs for 6.9. They're coming out, so I'll drop that link in there. This has got the schedule, so there's two. There'll be two. I'm fully intending on getting this thing into core, hopefully for 6.9. I just have to chisel down the work. So these are the scrubs that we have. Coming up, myself and Aki are doing this in 2 different time zones. So he's going to do his. I'm in Eastern, so his is. I think he said it's like 1 p.m. UTC, and I'm at I think 1800 or whatever it is. So yeah, but mine will be 2 p.m. Eastern. His is 5 a.m. Eastern. So if we're trying to cover as many time zones as possible. So it'll be really great. Yeah. So you can probably come to mine, which will be about like 10 o'clock your time, I think, 10 a.m. But it's in the core room. We're just basically like triaging the issues right now. We're focused on like making sure any features and enhancements get done, because once we hit to the beta, we're going to be just focusing on bugs mostly, like so because we have to. Want to see another demo of what I'm building? Yes, Kevin, I want to see another demo. Kevin just comes to the stream to get free publicity to my 5 viewers. We also got to fix this. This looks very strange. The link is massive. So why is it so big? Why is that so big? Nice. 3.9. That's great, Paul. Mine was 4.2. That was my first. Let's see. Oh, nice. You're selecting content, make this more interesting. Cool, so it's thinking. I'm just going to jump ahead a little bit. Still thinking, working on it, getting content, skip through the middle. Do it. Oh, there we go. A short image. This is really cool. This is really cool, Kev. So you click this save, and that's when it like saves, obviously, right? That's really cool. This is great stuff. DreamHost. Excuse me. This is great, man. This is really, really cool stuff. You know what would be really, really cool if you wanted to demo this is to show the before and after in the admin as well. I don't know how that works, but that'd be very cool. Because people are gonna want to know how to do that. Yeah, dreamy house, more like it. Dreamy, you dreamy thing, you. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, on that note, I'm gonna let you all go. But thanks so much for hanging out with me again today. I will be back next week, and yeah, I'm sure you guys will make an amazing demo. Yeah, we'll talk to you next week, and hopefully I can get a bit more work done on this block before next week, so we can kind of jump into it with both feet. All right. In the meantime, have a great one. We'll chat with you all later. You're the best.